Welcome to Displore and thanks for watching. As you already know, it's always a pleasure presenting to you some interesting but lesser known facts about the beautiful countries on the African continent. In this video, we're taking you to the central part of Africa and we're shining the light on one of the most prominent countries in that part of the continent, Cameroon. Officially the Republic of Cameroon, Cameroon is a country in Central Africa. It is bordered by Nigeria to the west and north, Chad to the northeast, the Central African Republic to the east, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon and the Republic of Congo to the south. After the First World War, Cameroon was partitioned between Britain and France, which is why the country has English and French as its official languages. Cameroon has an estimated population of 25.2 million people and a surface area of about 45,442 kilometers square, making it the 56th and the 53rd most populated and largest country in the world, respectively. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our video. Cameroon sometimes doesn't get its time in the spotlight due to its neighbor Nigeria getting all the media attention. But the country is one of the most culturally and geographically diverse countries in Central Africa. It also has a long, rich and interesting history worth discovering, and with that said, here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Cameroon. Number 1. It got its name from the River Wuri. In the 15th century, the first Portuguese explorer called Fernando Po arrived at the coast of the River Wuri and realized there were a lot of streams in the river. He decided to name the river Rio dos Cameros in Portuguese, meaning River of Streams, which eventually became the name of the entire country. When Germany annexed Cameroon in the 1800s, they changed the name to Cameroon since they found it difficult to pronounce the name in Portuguese. After the defeat of the Germans by French and British during the First World War, the name of the country was changed from Cameroon to Cameroon, again for better pronunciation by the French. After the independence of Cameroon in 1960, the name of the country was maintained, unlike many other African countries that changed their name after their independence. Number 2. Cameroon is home to the oldest botanical garden in Africa. The Limbe Botanic Garden was founded by a group of Germans under the directorship of Paul Preus in 1892. It served as a trial and acclimatization center for the introduction of exotic crop species such as coffee, cocoa, rubber, oil palm, banana, teak and sugarcane for distribution within Cameroon and other German colonies. In its heyday, the Limbe Botanic Garden was said to be one of the most important tropical botanic gardens in the world. To complement the work in Limbe, experimental plots for high elevation species such as tea. The British took over responsibility for the garden in 1920. Advised by the Royal Botanic Gardens, Kew, it was managed by a Kew-trained superintendent. The British departed in 1932 and the garden was directly managed by Cameroonian personnel until 1958. With the independence of West Cameroon in 1961, the curation of the garden was taken over by the government. Despite the effort of many people, the garden declined during this period. The Limbe Botanical Garden still serves as the main botanical garden in Cameroon, and it is the second oldest botanical garden in Africa after the Durban Botanical Garden founded in 1849. Number 3. Cameroon is home to one of the deadliest lakes in the world. Lake Nyos is a crater lake in the northwest region of Cameroon. The lake is on the side of an inactive volcano and is impounded by a volcanic dam. There is a pocket of magma underneath the lake, which leaks carbon dioxide into the water. The water then changes into carbonic acid and makes the lake one of 3 exploding lakes in the world. Guinness Book of Records has dubbed Lake Nyos the deadliest lake in the world. Why? Well, one night in 1986, the lake killed about 1,700 people and nearly 3,500 livestock. The incident also left many others with health problems because of the chemical the lake emanated. Number 4. Cameroon has the oldest and second longest serving president in Africa. Paul Biya is a Cameroonian politician serving as the second president of Cameroon since 6 November 1982. Cameroon's president had his first taste of political power as prime minister in 1975 before assuming the presidency 7 years later. Often described as an absentee landlord because of his frequent holidays abroad, Mr. Paul Biya has been accused of rigging elections and allowing the constitution to be changed to further his rule. His rule has been marred with a lot of election irregularities as well as political and civil unrest. He survived several coup attempts, and he adopted the name Lion Man in 1990 after Cameroon's national football team, the Indomitable Lions, reached the quarterfinals of the World Cup. At 86 years, Paul Biya is currently the oldest president and the second longest serving president in Africa after Obiangema, the president of Equatorial Guinea. He became president in November 1982, and for 37 years he has been the head of the country. Number 5. Cameroon is the second country with the highest number of African Cup of Nations trophies. Cameroon is one of the most successful countries when it comes to African football. Cameroon played its first match against Belgian Congo in 1963, losing 3-2. The first qualified for the African Cup of Nations in 1970, but was knocked out in the first round. 2 years later, as a host nation, the indomitable Lion finished third after being knocked out by their neighbors and future champion, Congo, in 1972 African Cup of Nations. Cameroon won the AFCON for the first time in 1984. 4 years later, Cameroon won the second time in 1988. They won for the third time in the year 2000 and for the fourth time in 2015. Altogether, Cameroon has participated at the AFCON 19 times and have the tournament 5 times, standing behind Egypt as the second country with the most AFCON wins. Cameroon was also the first African country to reach the quarterfinals at the 1990 World Cup in Italy. Number 6. Cameroon is referred to as Africa in miniature. Cameroon is a very unique country because it has all the climate and ecoregions you will find in other countries in Africa, such as deserts and savanna in the north, the coast in the west, jungles and rainforests in the east, and mountains in the center. These climates and ecoregions enable the country to produce both cash crop and food crops such as cocoa, coffee, rice, cocoyam, and banana. The country is also made up of diverse cultures, foods, and languages. All what is found in other countries combined is found in Cameroon. Number 7. The second wettest place in Africa is found in Cameroon. Dibuncha, as a small town in the southwest region of Cameroon, is the second wettest place in Africa after San Antonio de Eureka in Equatorial Guinea and the 6th in the world. Dibuncha has an extremely wet climate with about 10,299 millimeters of rainfall falling annually. Its proximity to the equator, which is consistently hot and humid, gives Dibuncha a long rainy season and a short dry season in a year. Dibuncha's coastal location with the giant mountain of Cameroon behind it, a giant mountain massive rising from the coast of the South Atlantic Ocean to the height of about 4,095 meters, and blocking rain, forming clouds from passing, it results in abundant rainfall for Dibuncha during the year. Number 8. Cameroon is the 5th highest producer of cocoa in the world. Cocoa production was introduced in the coastal zone of Cameroon since 1892 from South America. Cameroonian cocoa belt represents about 37% of total cultivated soil of the country. With about 250,000 tons, Cameroon is the 5th producer of cocoa in the world and the 4th in Africa after Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana, Nigeria, and Indonesia. Cocoa is grown mainly in 2 areas, the coastal zone and the center-southeast region. The coastal zone extends from the area around Mount Cameroon to Kribi. Cameroon has historically been one of the world's largest producers of cocoa, growing 275,000 tons in 2013. Despite this fact, the cocoa business in Cameroon is under threat. Poor management of cocoa crop has led to a dire situation. Many of Cameroon's cocoa trees has aged past the age of prime production. Without newer trees or enough space to plant them, Cameroon's cocoa farmers are looking to face an uphill battle. Number 9. It's home to one of Africa's largest volcanoes. Mount Cameroon is an active volcano in Cameroon near the Gulf of Guinea. Mount Cameroon is also known as Cameroon Mountain or Mount Fako, or by its indigenous name, Mongo Mandemi, meaning Mountain of Greatness. It is the highest point in sub-Saharan Western and Central Africa, the 4th most prominent peak in Africa, and the 31st most prominent in the world. Mount Cameroon is the most active volcanic mountain in Africa with recent eruption in 1999. Number 10. Cameroon is the only country in Africa with French and English as its official languages. During the scramble and partition of Africa, Cameroon was annexed by Germany. During the First World War, France and Britain combined forces and defeated Germany. After the Germans left Cameroon, the country was partitioned between Britain and France, with France having 80% of the country and Britain having 20%. Both countries imposed their languages in their various areas, which is French and English. When Cameroon gained independence in 1960, both countries decided to reunite, and in 1961 during the reunification, English and French were adopted as the official language of the country. Besides Cameroon, Canada is another country which has French and English as its official language. English and French is also widely spoken in Mauritius, but it has never been stipulated as the official language of the country. There you have it, explorers. These are 10 things you probably did not know about Cameroon. Thanks for watching this video. If you want us to cover any of your top 10 topics, do well to leave your suggestion in the comment section and we will do well to grant your requests. Also, if you did enjoy this video, do well to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.